Well, hello there, Capricorn. I want to welcome you to Pirate Readings. This is my new place, my new space, and I am Lady J. I'm here to help you see what's coming for next week and be prepared so you can make adjustments as needed. Right on? That is my goal, my plan, my situation, and I want to welcome one and all to this channel. My kings, my queens, my in-betweens. You're all very welcome here. I won't judge you if you won't judge me, all right? So I appreciate all of you so much, and if you're coming over from Miss Jones Tarot on the Hill, thank you so much. I love you guys. I really want you to come on over so that I don't have to cross-post forever, right? I appreciate all of you so much. Excellent, and by all means, let's talk about March, right? That's our plan. We're going to talk about March, but first let's go ahead and start with a candle lighting. Haha! Something new. There's going to be more new things, and I think you're going to like them. So we're going to light this candle, and it's all about positive energy. You can see that. Boink. There we go. All right. I'm going to lay that down right there, and I'm going to go ahead and light a little piece of sage so that you can watch me cleanse my space and myself. Yep. This is something I've actually done always, just not on camera, okay? So be aware that even while it appeared all the time that I wasn't doing that, oh, I was doing that. Because in order to get a good, clear message from Spirit, you really have to take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? So when you're doing this kind of work, that's kind of an important part of the plan, just keeping things clean and ready to go, and it's good. I like it. So let's go ahead and pick from the pre-programmed deck. Watch this new trick. Nope. See? New technology makes things crazy. So, presto changeo. I am going to splay these out. That is a fun new trick I have. So let's look and see where we find our card, okay? Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. There it is, just right there, sticking out a little. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and place these off to one side. And let's look at the card for the month for you. Ooh, Spinel. Spinel is a really interesting red stone right here. Very much so all about, well, this one has pulled out the wonderful hope, all right? And it speaks of hope. And I'm going to say it's also about health and vitality. It has a lot of help in that department. So it can bring hope to your health situations, all right? So by all means, if you're having a health situation and you want to reach out and feel more hopeful about your situation, grab yourself some Spinel, right? It's a good stone. We're going to go ahead and put that over here where you can keep an eye on it and it can keep an eye on us, along with baby Einstein, who's still here keeping an eye on me. He's just doing it from a different angle. Yay! So this is good news. I have the cards here pre-programmed for you for the entire month of March. And I will go ahead and, while I'm laying out the four columns and 3 rows as per usual, the 4 columns are for the individual weeks of the month, and of course the rows are where you are, what's blocking you, what your solution is. But let me tell you what my messages are from Spirit. So Spirit has sent me messages for you talking about how everybody right now, all 12 signs, are in a place of luck in March, okay? So luck is on our side in March, which is super cool, and I'm really grateful to have a little luck coming my way, as well as yours, okay? So be aware that there's little magical moments coming your way. All you got to do is watch for the magic, okay? Don't forget to pay attention to the little serendipities that are happening around you, little dominoes that fall into place just so, and you're like, you know, how did that happen? Or, wow, that was lucky. It isn't, yeah, it is lucky. So enjoy the luck, enjoy the little bits of serendipity that happen, and pay attention to them. And remember to say thanks once in a while, eh? It keeps things flowing. I like that. The other thing to know for your own personal message, Capricorn, is that it's time for you to have a little bit of fun, okay? You all are a little bit serious, so I want you to relax. Take off that serious hat. Laugh a little, have a good time, and allow yourself to maybe find a new way to relax. If you haven't had, maybe you're kind of stuck in a rut with how you do that, so you want to try something new, right? It's okay to have a good time, all right? Just chill, right? It's going to be cool. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to talk about March first, the 3rd through the 9th. This is the row for that, where you are, what's blocking, what your solution is. Let's go ahead and get into it. I will be going in depth on this particular week at the end of this video, so we won't stay here too long, but we'll cover it, all right? So this here is wisdom, and wisdom is here reminding us that this particular week you're going to be encountering situations that look real familiar, and you want to go ahead and pay attention to what those things are, and remember that yeah, you did in fact see some of this, and now you know how to approach the situation. You can do it differently. You can do it better because you already know the routine of it, okay? So use your wisdom and approach things with knowledge and understanding, all right? Where are you blocked? You are blocked from seeing the big picture. This is the universe. This is absolutely how you fit into the universe. And right now you're not really seeing it. You're just like, meh, I'm just going day to day, doing the damn thing. And there's nothing wrong with being in that space, but there's an expansive space that you fill, and that you're here for a reason. You're doing your thing here for a reason, and how you fit into that beautiful image of the world and the universe is not unknown. It is unknown to you. So just know that this week it's not necessarily that important, but it's nice to talk about, right? So we'll talk about it again a little later. And if it's truly relevant, or if it's better for you to be in the dark for now, that might be true. All right. And now we also have memories of love as your solution. All right. So part of what's going on with all of this stuff, maybe, because there's a little bit of fool activity with this wisdom card. And this wisdom card has shown me that there's an opportunity for you to start something new, and it could be in a relationship situation. And as you step into a new relationship situation with wisdom and knowledge about what you're doing and where you're going and how you're getting there, you're remembering old relationships. And those old relationships are going to help you approach this situation more clearly, with more understanding, and be ready. Be ready for what comes, okay? So as you step into the new relationship, you're going to do it carefully, and you're going to do it while understanding other parts of how you handled it in the past, okay? So be aware of that and appreciate that stuff, okay? And if this has to do with somebody who's passed on, because there's a memorial vibe to this card a little bit, I want you to acknowledge the love they shared with you. Give yourself a break and appreciate the fact that at the time everything went exactly as it was supposed to, all right? Cool. I like that very much. That's a little bit of that universe card playing a part. So let's talk now about the 10th through the 16th. Yes, we'll go in depth at the end of this reading. So 10th through the 16th, we have the sacral chakra. We're talking about your second chakra. This is where your sexual organs, your creativity, and all of that stuff lives and works through your body. This is super cool. We really like this card. This means there's part of you that's getting yourself back in order and back in line. You're doing some creative activities. You're feeling your oats. You're feeling fantastic. I love this. For your personal vitality to feel this good is so perfect. So we're going to look to you being more physically active, more creative, maybe sexual. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely enjoy the balance coming back to this area, okay? Cool. So what's blocking you? Oh, well, it won't be a relationship that you're into. Okay, so love is not beginning in this situation, so you might be on your own handling that business. And there ain't nothing wrong with that either. But do realize that whatever's going on, you're blocked from having a relationship start. So just know that it's not time for a full relationship. Maybe this is just the hints and the beginnings of a possible relationship. But it's not certainly anything you're putting any major time into or energy into. Sorry there, Capricorn. Especially when you're following, your solution is harmony. So maybe this is a work relationship that we're working into, and it's not about love, but it's work. So you're being creative together, you're working it out together, you're balancing shit out together, and you're having a mind meld. There's something going on here where you guys are actually thinking the same things and getting in the same places. So this is good news. We like it very much for you. Don't alarm yourself or anyone else about the fact, but know that it's not time for you to be falling in love. So even if you have a little twinge about your partner here, you're going to keep that to yourself, okay? It's not time for you to be doing that, okay? Let's talk about the 17th through the 23rd. You got the throat chakra. Oh, Capricorn, you're going to have to talk about it. What? I know. There's time. It's time now for you to communicate what's going on with yourself, okay? So whatever you have going on, your work ideas are going to be important to put out there. This one looks so much more like an eyeball than some of the other chakra stones. They could look like an eyeball, but this one really does, I think. So I want you to pay attention to the reality that your words are going to be important right now. So don't fool around, don't get weird, be straight, be clear, be understandable, and like I said before, try and have a little fun. If you're going to be, you can be a little fun, right? You have that in you. Break it out. All right. Now then, what's blocking you? Standing your ground. Standing your ground is going to get you in trouble here. So the more you use your words to hold your space and be the boss of the situation, the more you're going to be in trouble. So if you can find a way to compromise with your words, that would be awesome. You know, talk your way through this, find ways and solutions between you and whoever you're working with. All right, now, the waiting game is your solution. You just have to wait. Wait for whatever's going on to handle itself, and you probably won't have to push too hard to get what you want. The fact is, your pushing will cause trouble. But if you wait, it'll all just fall into place. So that's kind of fun. I really like that. So good for you, Capricorn. That's a good job. Let's talk about the final week, the 24th through the 30th. All right. So what do we have here? Balance. So balance is here. We are talking about how you're going to be working and playing and loving and having a good time. But all those things are going to come. They're not going to be out of whack anymore. You've done all the work here to get yourself squared away to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That's going to be great. It's all going to be perfect for you, and I think that you're going to have a good time with it. This person is having a lot of magician energy, has all the tools at his disposal, yeah, and he's floating. Ta-da! So indeed, there is no heavy lifting here. Except himself, and the wings look pretty strong, so I don't think he's having to work very hard to lift himself either. Okay, so very cool. I like that for you. Good job. I'm noticing, I'm not sure why, but I'm noticing a lot of rings. We have a ring over here in the sun. We have the ring, and we have the ring, and now we have another ring. So there's a lot of rings. Interesting. I think some of you might be considering committing more heavily in a relationship. So that's interesting, right? And that might be why this one is like it is, that the love begins is over here in the block department, because maybe this mind meld you're having, with this harmony you're having with somebody, isn't new. It's somebody from the past that's come back, and you're having a good relationship with them. Very cool. I like that. So one more time, we're going to continue on with the balance that came into play in the final week, the 24th through the 30th of March. we have passion ignited. Ooh, but it's in the block department. Uh-oh. Yes. So somebody has put a little water on your fire, my friend. Don't be don't be mad. Just know that maybe it's poor timing. Maybe it's just, you know, one of those moments where you kind of go, okay, well, and or maybe you're going to look at yourself eventually and decide you might be a little bit oversensitive about certain situations, and that allowing people to just be people would be helpful. I don't know. You'll know how this plays for you, okay, Capricorn? Don't be mad. I'm not mad, okay? Excellent. So let's talk now about how sacrifice is right here. And sacrifice is all about your solution for this particular week. You are going to be giving up something. Maybe that. Maybe a little fire. Maybe you're going to be giving up a little fire because it's just time for now, but it's a beautiful sacrifice. It's going to be sacrificed for the good. I mean, there's rainbows, there's flowers in the clouds. I mean, this lady is living large and having a good time. Even though she's not sad, she's not upset, she's triumphant, okay? I want you to notice and understand that even though there's sacrifice involved, she is triumphant, okay? So allow yourself to be triumphant in your sacrifice. It's not a terrible thing. This is that sort of thing where you're going like, well, I'm going to give up Twinkies for a year so my kid can go to college. Huzzah! Right? That's the kind of sacrifice we're talking about, okay? I'm going to go ahead and save these cards over here so that we can indeed go deeper on the first week, all right? So I have not shared with you yet one of my truths, and I want to share one of my truths with you. I am a certified transcrystal therapist, which means that when I play with stones or rocks, I am, in fact, able to help people with them. I have a bowl of rocks right here that I'm going to be introducing at the end of each reading, and I'm going to pull a pocket full of rocks for you, all right? So that you will feel supported. You can carry these rocks with you, this handful, pocket full of rocks, with you everywhere you go. So I will now introduce you to my pocket full of rocks, because I always have one, right? So in my pocket full of rocks, I have carnelian, citrine, rose quartz, fluorite, and pyrite. And now I'm going to go ahead and put them in order according to the chakras, right? So we have carnelian, which is a second chakra stone, and we're going to talk about how it takes care of the sexual organs, the creativity, and brings things out of us that we didn't know we had, and that's awesome. It can also be for manifestation. Citrine handles our third chakra, where all our emotional stuff lives, old memories and old lessons. We can cleanse and clear those and help them become clearer for us with citrine. We can also use citrine to manifest money, which is a fun way to use that. When I'm sharing about what the chakras do, this is based on what I was taught, but other people have taught different versions, so just take it as it comes. This is rose quartz, and it's a fourth chakra stone, which is your heart, and it is like a warm hug for your heart, and it will help you if you're lacking confidence in a given day. So you can use rose quartz anytime you're feeling a little bit upset about who you are or what's going on with you. And or if you want to have like more loving words, you might take it and put it on your throat. You know, if you want to have better loving words for your friends and family, you want to be kinder and gentler, you put that there on your throat, and that will help you a lot. Okay? Now then we have fluorite, and fluorite, I'm going to tell you right now, is a wonderful stone of focus and staying clear in your mind and how you want to say things or do things. This is a blue-green one, and so therefore it's on my throat chakra if these were my feet and this was my head. The fact is that this one comes in so many colors. It actually comes in yellow, pink, blue, green, and purple. So these are lots of options and different chakras that it can actually go to, and in all cases it will create focus and clarity, okay? So this is for me to have a good, clear message while I'm sharing with you. And so this is my pocket full of rocks. Pyrite is here because honestly, it isn't one of the chakra stones so much as it is an aura stone, right? So this one can work in the aura, the outside area of energy around your body, and it will protect you from other things coming in and bothering you. So it's good when you're going to fairs or public places where you're going to feel like maybe you're a little sensitive and you want to feel protected, okay? I feel like nobody with negative intentions can cross the line of pyrite, okay? So that's a good way to use it. I've set a grid around my house, one in every corner of the property, and presto changeo, nothing bad comes my way. Yes, I do that. So indeed, this is my pocket full of rocks, and I will be pulling a pocket full of rocks for you as we go through at the end of this reading, all right? So that's a fun new thing we're doing. Let's go ahead and get into this particular week, the first week of March, the 3rd through the 9th, all right? I have pre-programmed this deck, this section of the Alleyman's Tarot for you, and we're ready to add these cards in. Let's do it. One. Okay, turn that. I don't read cards upside down. That's all. That's all. So let's talk about what's going on right here, okay? We talked about the wisdom card showing that what we were getting ready to go into or begin, because that little dog nipping at your heels, very much the fool, but you're bringing a book instead of a backpack, so that's nice. And you're actually getting ready to do something that supports your personal self, your world, and your happiness. This is good news. Really like this card, but you're going to do it with your smarts in place, because Capricorn, you are a very smart person. That is who you are, and what you bring to the table is all kinds of wisdom. You know stuff, all right? I want you to know that you have this masterless knight. This is somebody who is maybe kind of random, but doesn't seem to have anyone else that they serve, right? They aren't really, even if they're a co-worker, they don't care about the boss. They don't care about the boss at all. They don't care about most people in general, and they serve only themselves, okay? So just keep an eye on that, knowing that, yes, this person is a master of assassinations. So they are pretty intense. If you look closely, they're surrounded by knives and maces and pokey axes and things like that. So this person's got all the tools at their disposal. They're a little intense and a little bit feisty, right? So you want to pay attention to who this person is in your life. If you have somebody in your life who's beholden to no one, keep an eye on them, you know? Use your wisdom to pay attention to how they're interacting in your world in this week, because they could be an ally or they could be a real problem. Because if they don't have any allegiances to you, they are going to be a problem, all right? They might stab you in the back. Careful. Your mentions, this is the 10 of attention, and it's all negative attention, okay? Every one of these little comments on a computer or on a page or whatever is just a bunch of people saying a bunch of crap. And the fact is, when you get like 10 of these things, I want you to realize that that means you have momentum, okay? So if you're being noticed and recognized in a negative way this much, you've picked up your pace. You have picked up people who are indeed commenting negatively, which speaks to how you've had an impact. So whenever there's 10 negative things said about you, there's at least 100 the good things said about you. So be aware that when this shows up, there's momentum and there's naysayers, okay? This could be your naysayer. And yeah, it could always be one kooky dude sitting in a trailer saying it all over the place for as many times as you possibly can to come up with that many naysaying. But don't take it all personally. It's just online garbage, right? Most anything online, as I speak to you here online, hilarious. But a lot of, when people take the time to be negative online, it speaks more to their mental state than it does to what you bring in the way of content to the world. So be cautious and be careful how much of that you listen to. Most of it's not useful. So, and it speaks one more time to your momentum. If you're bringing really awesome stuff and someone has to slam you, chances are good that, you know what, you're really awesome. Keep doing you, okay? Don't let anyone change who you are. All right? Let's talk about what's blocked you. All right? Right now, the universe is blocking you this week. That means we were talking about your big picture ideas. You're not looking at the big picture. You're not even needing to be worried about the big picture because it would block you if you were paying attention. All right? We have the Queen of Wands. She's pretty cool. This is a like-minded person who is going to be standing around, possibly trying to be of help to you. Maybe she saw your mentions over here and wants, oh, wait. And you're like, dude, I gotta just sort of do me. And I can't handle more information coming to me right now. So I'm going to take care of what I got to do using my wisdom. I'm going to use my wisdom and stay focused. Okay? That's the goal, is to stay focused. Don't let her pull you away from where you are. You don't need to be mean to her one way or the other, but you definitely need to stay focused on what you're doing, because this is a block from you watching your own back, right? You're all tensed up and ready to go and ready for battle, okay? You may not need to do a battle, and I'm kind of hoping you don't need any battle, but I'm just saying you're prepared. And that's cool. To stay in a state of alertness and preparedness is important right now, okay? This is the Five of Pentacles, kind of bitsy, which is an interesting way of looking at it. But I want you to see that what's going on here is that it's blocking you. This would be looking for financial assistance or financial information. You're not in a place right now where you can actually get there, right? There's no information coming to you about money right now. So you can just let that go for now. If you needed to get financial advice, this isn't the week, okay? This is not the week. That's all. We're going to hold off on getting financial advice, okay, Capricorn? Now then, we were talking about memories of love, remembering what it was like to be loved in a certain situation, or how this came to you. Maybe somebody you know recently passed and has left you thinking about the kind of love they brought to the table and how much that affected you and how much you want to do more of that kind of love yourself. That's that wisdom coming back into play. You're like, okay, yeah, now I'm kind of getting an idea what I want to bring to the world and what I want to do and how I want to feel in the world, how I want to be treated in the world, all right? So that's going to be interesting. Sorry for your loss. Now this card here is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is speaking of wanting to help other people with your power, right? You're going to take what you know, what your knowledge is, and be of assistance to other people. So let's look. Yes, there's a little person and a big person. So this might be a mother and child, could be a father and child, but they need help with their power, right? They need help to, these actually look like little men, not swords. Isn't that crazy? And there's 6 of them and they're falling over. That's fun. But I want you to kind of think about how you are in these situations. How does this affect you? All right. This relationship could also be one that is ending or ended, and that's what you're remembering is the love that you got from that ended relationship, so that it's only a memory, not real anymore, but a memory. And it feels like you and your little partner here are looking at a possibility of finding ways and means to get something else going on. I feel like big changes happening for you, and it might have to do with you and a child, or you and a little person, or you and a partner, looking for a new way to manifest power in your lives. So just sort of keep an eye on that and how that comes out for you. All right. This here is the Horizon, and this can be a daylight card, or a nighttime card, and it's come up as a nighttime card for you. So I want you to realize that some of your bigger, better ideas are going to be coming out of the darkness, okay? So if you're sitting around the campfire, just talking with friends and coming up with plans and dreaming big dreams, one of those is going to be a good idea, okay? So don't discount what happens around the campfire, all right? Don't discount when you wake up in the middle of the night with a great idea, okay? All of that is good. We want you to see good hope on the horizon, all right? This is good hope coming to you on the horizon, and that is really cool. I love that for you. So this is a great reading. I really see this as positive and possible. Yes, there's going to be some hiccups over here. Going to tense up around our feisty friend over here with no master, whatever. And of course, don't fiddle with the finances or this person right now. Okay, so everything is good though. You're here in a good solid space. You're handling your business. You're using your wisdom not to get entangled with all these people. I think that's really it, is that your wisdom is keeping you from getting entangled with all those extra things. All right, I think you need a pocket full of rocks. Let's go get some rocks for you, Capricorn. All right, this is good. I love it. We have black tourmaline, carnelian. We have aventurine right there, and we have pyrite. Very good. Love this. So this tourmaline here is a first chakra stone, and it speaks very much so about staying grounded, staying clear, staying aware of what's going on. You're an earth sign, so of course this makes perfect sense for you. And I like that very much. You are going to be very grounded in who you are, what you're doing, and what's going on. This is your second chakra, being your creativity, your ability to adapt to situations and make new situations better. Very much so all about this stone, right? And we have aventurine. And aventurine is a really fun stone that is a higher heart stone, because yes, there's a heart in here, and then there's one right there that's right between the throat and the heart, and that's the higher heart, okay? When we have the higher heart stone, it speaks to plotting and planning, coming to an idea of what, and your higher heart needs to talk to your heart and say, let me help you plan what you want to do, okay? So it's like the physical activity part of your heart, okay? So you get all the ideas from here, lots of feminine energy that help feed the heart, which is the feminine. The masculine energy will get things done, all right? So this is good. I love this for you. You could even use the carnelian up there. Use them side by side on your heart, and it would be about getting a plan together and executing it, okay? Any orange stone will do it, but carnelian, since it's here, is a perfect place for that, all right? And of course, pyrite. Pyrite is up here, not specific to a particular chakra, but it's there to protect you, and so that you feel protected as you work through this particular week, keeping you ready for what comes, because he's out there doing his thing. These people are there to distract you from situations, but you have a plan. You have an idea what you're going to do, and I like what's going on over here, okay? This is much softer and gentler, and I love that. Okay, so there you go, Capricorn. We're going to put your rocks down right here, and as is going to be the case, you're not always going to have these in your pocket. So my question for you is, what's in your pocket? Leave me a comment below. If you have different stones in your pocket, what is your pocket full of rocks? Okay? Let me know. Let me know what's going on with you, how this reading sees you, helps you, works for you. Like and subscribe, as always. It helps the algorithm, especially if you comment. And I appreciate you so much. I can't wait to talk to you again next week. All right? We'll talk about the 10th through the 16th. Thank you, Capricorn.